So, I just want to begin this episode off with me making a chainsaw. Industrial craft 2 tool, much like the diamond drill. Now, I've got some other stuff I've got to take care of before I actually truly start off this episode, but I wanted to show making that. Okay, so while I'm going to spend this episode setting up Buildcraft, I just want to show that I set up a second macerator to get things moving along because I have some ore I have to process. So, I will be back when I'm ready to actually start Buildcraft. Okay, let's get started making some Buildcraft power. Buildcraft power comes from engines. As you can see here, there's a few of them: redstone engine, Stirling engine, combustion engine. Those are the three that come in vanilla Buildcraft. There's a blue electric engine, which is a red power style engine. Generates Buildcraft power, but it's from red power and uses redcraft power initially to do it. Biogas and peat fired, as well as electrical engines. Another thing, steam engine and magnetic engine. Steam engine using water and a heat source to create Buildcraft power, and magnetic using lava to create it. However, I'm going to make Stirling engines because they're pretty cheap and pretty efficient. And I gotta go see if I have glass. I'm gonna guess I don't, so I might have to go make some glass quick. Oh, I do have glass, never mind. Alright, let's get started. Oh, I did need wood. So, to make these Stirling engines, I'm going to first need to make sticks. Sticks will be used to make gears, and gears will be converted up. So let's convert these gears up to stone gears. Now I have enough stone gears to make 8 Stirling engines. So let's quick set up another plan. And I'm going to need some other stuff, like stack of you, and half stack of you. Another integral part of Buildcraft power is using pistons to make engines. So I'm going to draw up a plan for pistons, and I'm going to make 10 of them. I'll put all but 2 of them in here, and I'm going to quick convert some of this sand into glass so that I can start building these engines. 1, 2, 3. Give me my copper back, stone. And I'll get myself stuck here. So I spent some time basically between this episode and last, just clearing out this area, and I set up a house to use for my industrial craft, or my Buildcraft power rather. And I'll maybe just make a quicker and easier entrance. Then I'm going to go sleep through the night, grab the glass, and make up my first few engines. Okay. Let's go sleep through the night. And actually, let's start setting up the next plan. And write up the plan, and then over and grab the rest of the glass I need. But first, clear out more of this entrance. Let's toss the rest of that in there. Okay. And this can go down here. And let's make us some Stirling engines. 8 of them. Now, engines on their own are not useful. I'm going to need a few tools. Going to need... Alright, yep, that's the Buildcraft wrench. So, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 pieces of iron, 2 pieces of wood to get the stick, and 4 pieces of stone. And let's go make myself a Buildcraft wrench. Now, the different wrenches are technically different for the purposes of doing stuff like machine interactings, with the exception of one wrench, and that is the prototype Omni wrench. It will be used, or it can be used on any type of pipe or thing that requires a wrench, and it will work. Now, I need to have some gold for what I'm about to do, so let's get this. Some of you... I already had some out. And... slip you and you in there. Let's get ready to convert some gold. Or convert to some gold. 4 gold, that should be more than enough. And now I'm going to need a few pieces of raw wood. Let's dump off this. And let's get ready to build some more stuff. Now, Buildcraft power is measured in Minecraft joules, and it is also transferred in a manner different than Industrial Craft's power. That's more than enough. It is powered, or it is transferred either directly into a machine that will use it, or through conductive pipes, or energy conduits. However, I cannot make energy conduits yet, so I'm going to make golden transport pipes, put them here, and make golden conductive pipes. These will transfer power through them. However, if any one of them builds up 1,000 Minecraft joules inside of it, either through a loop or just sheer volume, it will explode, and it's not a good thing when it explodes because, well, you lose all the material and all of that power. However, a machine also cannot directly output into the golden ones. It requires wooden conductive pipes. So let's go set up these Stirling engines in this fancy house that I have set up over here for just this purpose. Again, missing the wall, but I will, or missing the ceiling, but I will get to that in a bit. And you are not charged, chainsaw, so let me charge this chainsaw and come back when I'm ready to have everything installed. Alright, time to install the engines. I'm going to install them like so. Now each engine will require a redstone signal to activate, however, that's not going to be too hard. I'm just going to throw some levers on them. Now, I have these things that generate power. They will use coal to do so. And I have a way to transfer the power. However, I should note that every transference method of power other than directly getting input into the machine will lose a percentage. Golden transport pipes will lose 0.01% of the current Minecraft joules in them per pipe it travels through. Energy conduits, which I will get to later, lose 5%. And if you send them through an energy tesseract, you lose 25%. Another thing I will get to later. Now, I have this possible power generation, but I have nothing to use it on. So I'm not going to fire these up. I'm going to instead go and try and find some gold and some other resources. And I will be back when I have that, because I need to set up something to receive the power. Okay, before I go mining, I actually want to set up something else from Industrial Craft to help me with my mining. It's a backpack. This will store 60,000 energy units in it, which will be used to power my mining drill. So let me go toss this in this. I think I might upgrade it to a lap pack. I just need a regular lap pack recipe. No, apparently I will not be doing that because it's a bit more expensive than I remembered, requiring blocks of lappies, which I do not believe I have the resources to make 6 of. 24 there. I think I only have 24. Yep, I only have 24. But I have a lap pack, or I have a backpack that I can wear now instead of my chest armor. And with it, I can use that to have slight more charge for my... Oh, you've run out of power. But with that, I can use it to charge my mining drill and spend some more time mining instead of coming back and recharging all the time. So, I've had a small unfortunate accident with a creeper, but I'm going to get this fixed up, and I did find all of the gold that I was looking for. So, I'll meet you guys once I've processed that. So, my ores are processing at the moment, however, I want to make something out of Buildcraft to help me with some stuff. I'm going to make an armor stand. In the near future, I will have multiple sets of armors, and multiple types of armors that I need to have ready or easy access to. So let me go find my journeyman's chest, or my novice chest, and let's right click on this and show you how it works. So you can move over all of your armor, and it'll have all of the armor displayed on it, or you can have certain pieces displaying. You can mix and match. However, I'm going to keep that there for now because I use my backpack more often than I will use it. So there's a slightly awkward jump cut in here where I have some lost footage, and I also realized that I need to go to the Nether before I can go working on what I wanted to do next. So let me go set up another portal and let's go to the Nether. I'm going to just set up a basic one right here. I also noted that I did the wood to obsidian transmute, which is how I plan on getting most of my obsidian. Okay, full portal. Let me go make a flint tinder. Also, another reason for the jump is a new release of xycraft has come out, and I have been updating my client to be able to use it. So I'm going to demo some of that in the next episode after I finish up with Buildcraft here. But let's take our first steps into the Nether. Because I need netherrack. And I might need some glowstone and some other stuff that I can find in the Nether. Downloading terrain. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. This is a pretty good spawn. Let me grab myself some netherrack and let's get going. Okay, let's pop this netherrack in here and start compressing it into nether brick. And you can see I have a machine frame in my inventory. It's crafted like this, and it's used in Buildcraft or in thermal expansion style machines. And I'm going to be building one particular one called the Magma Crucible, which requires netherrack brick, copper, redstone reception coil, reception coil, which is that, and a bucket. So let's go get some of that ready while it's going to compress all of that up. It's all pretty easy to make. Oh yes, the new Xycraft features. Let's see. I need a bucket. Two redstone. And 2 copper. So let's make myself an empty bucket. Empty bucket made. And a reception coil. And then we're just about ready to actually set up my first Buildcraft machine. There we go. I have that compressed. Let's come back over here and craft up a machine. Now this machine is kind of special in that it will allow us to convert certain things into molten, or into a molten version of what it originally was. Now I'll get more into that when I actually drop it down. Let's drop it down. Do I have my chainsaw? No. Oh well. Drop it down here, and get ready to set up the interface. Now, thermal expansion has an interesting idea where you can configure what the input and output, or what each side of the machine will do. Whether it'll input, whether it'll output. Alright. Let me quick... Ooh, I don't have quantum boots, that jump doesn't work. Let me quick grab my pipes, and some redstone, and some fuel for these bad boys, and then we'll get ready to see what happens. Don't mind me cleaning my inventory. And looking for these redstone conductive pipes. I know I have them. I'll be back when I find them. Genius me, looked at them twice, still didn't see them. Okay, let's come over here, put them on my hotbar, and connect everything up. Okay. I'm going to drop this chest off, or this one off, and set it to daytime again. I'm also going to make myself 8 levers. 2, 3, 4. Nighttime is going to become daytime. Let's put these levers above. Put some coal in there. Coal is what's used to power the Stirling engines. And more coal, and more coal. Let's flip these guys on and go out back, see if it worked. And then get some stuff to use in the Molten Crucible. Actually, let's get that stuff first. Yep, this blue line in here, this blue-white line, means that these are running. That represents the power is going through, and the thicker the line, the more power there is. Now, let's go plop some in here, and watch this thing work. Now this will turn redstone into molten redstone at a rate of 25 microbuckets per redstone dust. Now, that in and of itself is not useful. You need a way to process it, and let me go gather the materials to set that up. So let's build myself a liquid transposer, which is what I use to do stuff with the molten redstone. Set you up. Liquid transposer. Okay. Grab myself my last golden conductive pipe. Let's go plop this guy in. And mess around with the configuration. Okay. first. Place that there. Okay. You are set up to receive on that side, which is what I want. Let's set you up to output on that side. Yep, there we go. Okay, now we've got some basic stuff set up. Millennium Crucible will process this, and it will put it all into this, the liquid transposer, until the liquid transposer has reached its 10 bucket limit. However, we're still not done with this basic process. I need what's called an induction smelter. And why might I need this? Well, let's look at the recipe first. Invar ingots, which are pretty easy. However, they require me to make Invar blend at the moment. So iron, pulverized ferrous metal. Now, I need this to make some stuff for energy conduits. I need energy conduit empty. And for that, I need electrum ingots, which I need to make with silver and gold smelt in an induction smelter. And I also need hardened glass, which is pulverized obsidian and lead ingots. So, let me get to making some of the basics, and then we'll go from there. So, turns out much to my chagrin that I cannot macerate ferrous ingot ferrous ore inside of a macerator. So I need another special machine to process this into what I need from the ferrous ingots. So now we get to show off some of the Buildcraft and thermal expansion methods of ore processing. So I just created a pulverizer which works basically the same as a macerator, except it's got one or two little differences. The biggest one is actually that it can create byproducts when you do anything with it. Now, let me just shut off all of the sides. No input or output. Now, storing power, and let me grab my ferrous ingot, or my ferrous metal, and my pulverized blend. Iron dust, ferrous ore. So if I pop the ferrous ore in there, it'll start processing it. It's a slightly slow process when it's got next to no power like it does right now. You can use a maximum of 4 Minecraft joules per tick to process an ore. Right now it's only using 1. So, with that, let's... ooh, that's something for much later. Let's put this together. Invar blend, Invar blend. I am actually going to need to round some stuff up, so again, once I've got that, we'll be back on track for making what I need to make. So let's craft up a machine, an induction smelter even. And it's about to be time for me to say something I never thought I would say in Minecraft. I'm almost out of redstone. But this is not that big of a problem, seeing as how I only need to extend power line a little bit more. Let's drag this induction smelter down, and let's grab some silver. 1, 2, that should be enough. 1 of you. And 2 of you. And we're going to get some stuff ready. And now, dropping the induction smelter. Now, the induction smelter is pretty cool. You can do some strange but pretty interesting things with it. Let me quick dig up an ore. Let's hit uses with iron ore. And wait for Minecraft to show me. Okay. So in an induction smelter, if you take iron ore and sand, you process it 200% into an iron ingot, and a 5% chance to process into a rich slag. And if you use a rich slag with an ingot, or with an ore, you will get 3 ingots out of it. This works for almost all metals. Let's see. I think you can even use it with aluminum now. I think that Soren has updated that mod so you can do that. So let's find out. Yep, you can. Okay. Now, let's plop two into you. And, oh, those are out of coal. Yeah, so running the Stirling engines is incredibly expensive, and I'm going to be upgrading to more when I have some better stuff down the line. Yeah, this is close enough. But let's get everything set up, and let's get a demonstration. Pop you in there, you in there. And the nice thing about thermal expansion machines, though, is they have an internal buffer. They'll store an amount of power in them internally and attempt to work with that when they can. Are you still not getting power? Oh, nope, you are. Okay. Pulverized obsidian. Pulverized obsidian. 1.5 buckets. Magma crucible is out of redstone. Fair enough. Electrum. And it's processing the next electrum, so let's queue up this. And I'll be back when this is done processing. Okay, so all of that is done. I'm going to let the engines run, build up a small amount of internal buffer in each of them, and let's craft myself some energy conduits. 8 of them. Now, you'll note that these are empty energy conduits, and in order to make them not be empty energy conduits, I'm going to have to plop them in here and fill them with redstone. Okay, 8 energy conduits. Now I'm going to need one other specific thing. I'm going to need the crescent hammer. It's pretty simple to make. Single piece of silver, and let's plop all of this back in here, organize that chest. And I've got myself a crescent hammer. Now, while these... let me go in here and turn off these. While the Stirling engines with these, the energy piping, have served me well, there's a much more efficient way that I can do this. And let's get to demonstrating that. Ooh, I'm not going to have nearly enough conduits. Well, I'm just going to show what you can do with the conduits, and then I'm going to go back to the old setup, and off camera I'm going to get all the stuff I need to make the switch over. But you can drop conduits down, and they will attach directly to machines. And let's plop you up. If you hit shift right click with the crescent hammer, you will pick them up. However, you'll notice that this one is flagged blue. In order for it to be transferring power out, it has to be set to orange. So, let's use orange to do that. Go back in here, flip these levers on, and it'll start powering this. But for this seems like a good enough episode. I'm going to conclude it here, and this has been the basics of Buildcraft. Next episode, some xycraft stuff.